Hello and welcome to the next exercise video. Build a constant width and varying slope clear zone. In this exercise we're going to take a look at the do not construct parameter and see just how powerful and useful that can be. Our goal is to set up an end condition that will tie into the existing ground. This process can also be used for transitions between fixed slope solutions and to provide a smooth transition from one slope to the other. We're going to pick up right where we left off. So I'm in my template library. I'm going to right click and say new template. We're going to call this one clear zone. Then I'm going to come down and say add a new component. It's going to be an end condition. We're going to say clear zone cut for our name. The feature is going to be grade clear zone. It's going to be priority 1, and we're going to look for the active terrain model. Once we have that all set up, I'm going to come over here to the point name, and I'm going to pick hinge point, and I'm going to begin it at the origin. The next step is create our do not construct point. Now this will look a little different than normal template creation, but just stay with me and you'll see how powerful this becomes. So the first thing I want to do is clear check for interception. I want to make sure that my end condition is not infinite, and I do want to toggle on this do not construct. We're going to change the point name to DNC, or do not construct. And now what I want is a point 18 feet away, so I'm going to use the delta and type 18,0. Zoom out a little bit, and there's our do not construct point. So now what we want to build is the actual point that is tied to the DNC point that is going to create our varying slope. So to do that, we need to check for interception. We need to go ahead and place a point at that interception. We need to go ahead and clear the end condition is infinite toggle, and also clear the do not construct. It's going to be a clear zone cut point, and this time I want the point 3 feet directly above our do not construct point. So I'm going to type in 0,3 and type enter. And there you go. Now I'm going to right click and finish. And there is our first adjustable slope point. So let's go ahead and test that and see how that works. So there you can see our end condition. I'm going to go ahead and draw my terrain model. From 0 to 3 feet, it draws that end condition, ties it to the existing ground at 18 feet. So exactly what we want. Okay, let's go ahead and place the second point now. The first thing that we need to do is right click, say add a new component. This time it's going to be an end condition. Clear zone fill. We're going to keep the feature at grade clear zone. Going to bump the priority up to 3. And again, we're going to look for the active terrain model. Once we have that, I'm going to go ahead and just click on this hinge point to accept the first point, and then I'm going to set up another do not construct point just like we did before. So I'm going to check off the interception. I'm going to make sure that it's not infinite, and I am going to set the do not construct. Again, I'm going to pick DNC for the point name, and just like we did before, I want it 18 feet over from our origin or our hinge point. So I'm going to type in 18,0. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set up for our second point. I'm going to check for interception just like we did before. It's not going to be infinite, and I want to clear the do not construct. We're going to pick the clear zone fill from our list, and I want this point to be directly below our do not construct points by 3 feet. So I'm going to type in 0, -3. Hit enter, and there you can see that second point drop in. I'm going to right click and finish, and now I'm going to test it again. And there you can see our end conditions. I'm going to put in my active terrain model. Again, I like to set this up something other than 0. I'm going to click draw. And now you can see between those 2 points, positive 3 feet and negative 3 feet vertically, 18 feet away, we have a variable slope solution. Now, for extra credit, if I come in here and pick this point and change its end condition to infinite and go ahead and apply, let's see what that does to our test here. So now you'll see our point does not stop at 3 feet. It goes all the way up, whereas the bottom still stops at the 3-foot mark. So just something to think about. Once we've got this, we're going to go ahead and save our library. To sum up, the do not construct attribute is useful to create tie points that do not create elements into your 3D model, but directly affect creation of objects within it. Another way to think of them is sort of a logic tool. If this point solves, then do this. So in some of your more advanced templates, you will see do not construct points. It's a simple matter to go into their properties and try to figure out the logic that they're applying to your model. I hope this helped you, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.